Part 2. And this gets really interested in why I think the flaws of Sanderson's writing, potentially from what I've heard in Wind and Truth, because remember, I haven't read it, is, as he says in his writing class so often, it's satisfying writing and good writing as a whole, not necessarily good prose. Good prose is required, and I think his prose is not the problem. People say his prose is the problem. The words he writes are the problem. I would say it's more due to sort of the structure of the writing. Because I feel like, especially, this is probably more marketing writing than necessarily his actual writing, because he says in the lectures, the key parts of good writing is setting the right expectations and then meeting or exceeding those expectations. And so I think a lot of people, through the marketing, through Sanderson not effectively communicating this, didn't particularly communicate some of the stuff well enough ahead of time. And I think a lot of people that started reading this series thinking it was going to be something else, and then finding out in Wind of Truth that it's actually what it is, that really shied a lot of people away from this and really got people upset. So that's one of the key things. It's people's expectations being wrong, and then, of course, it doesn't help that Wind and Truth, because of how the story was playing out, it needed to deviate from the standard structure that Sanderson has been perfecting. And I do think that played a part into why his potential prose, I think, might have slipped. I don't necessarily know that it did, but I think if it did slip, I think it's probably going to slip there. But given the fact that Isles of the Emberdark is on point, I don't think it slipped. I think it's merely the perception of expectations not being met that did Wind and Truth in.